Hi all, welcome to 4 weeks winter course on Python programming, week 4 and lecture 3. In this lecture we are going to see about the print statement. How do you do the formatted printing? So these are all some of the printf statements which are printing the values as usual. So the first print statement, print x comma y, and then print a, b, c. These are all just normal print statement which will print you the values of x, y and a, b, c as usual. Then print hi, hello, welcome, that will print you the message as usual, the normal message. Then you have print values are x equal to comma x, then y equal to comma y. So that will print the values are, that is a message, followed by x value, then y equal to, that is a message, followed by y value. So this is the print statements which will print the values as well as the messages. So it will show you the combination of the messages as well as the values. So what can be done more with the print statement? Let's check. So whenever you do printing, the print statement, whenever it prints something, it will automatically go to the next line and it will start printing the next print statement. So in this example given here, I am printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the next line I am going to print A, B, C, D, E. So here I am using a special kind of an attribute called end. End equal to, I have given something like a blank space. So what will happen if I am not going to give this end equal to attribute? If you give normally the print statement, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets printed, in the next line automatically A, B, C, D, E gets printed. Now I don't want to print in the next line. I want the data to be printed on the same line. So how do you do this? So first give print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, comma, end equal to, give some blank space, then you just give the next print statement, so that what happens, the next data A, B, C, D, E will gets printed on the same line after a blank space. So if you are not giving this end equal to attribute, then automatically it will take the end attribute as a new line. So that is the reason whenever you give print statement, it will get printed in the next line. So here in my second print statement, I am giving end equal to 3 dots followed by a slash n. So what will happen after printing A, B, C, D, E? There will be a 3 dots gets printed, then one new line character gets printed, then it will go to the new line, then it will print the next data, that is 1 followed by 6 zeros. So the purpose of the end attribute is to replace the new line character with some other character. So with this end attribute we can specify the end character that you need to printed on each and every line of the print statement. If you are omitting the end attribute with, that is if you are not giving any end attribute, if you are giving just print data, then the data will be printed in the next line, that is in the consecutive lines. Now what can we do more with the print statement? There is an attribute called separator, that is SEP. So with this we are going to do some more thing with the print statement. So the first line x comma y equal to 7 comma 10, this is one of the way of assigning the values to the variables x comma y. So x is assigned to 7 and y is assigned to 10. Next I am printing the values x is comma x and y is comma y. So x is 7 and y is 10, it gets printed. That is the as usual printf statement. The next printf we have with separator attribute, that is SEP equal to, I have given 3 hyphens. So in this print x is comma x and y is comma y, comma, I am specifying a separator attribute SCP equal to within double quotes 3 hyphen. So your automatically the output will be X is, then the separator gets printed, that is 3 hyphen, then the X value, then the separator, and the message, that is and Y is, then we have a separator 3 hyphens, then the value, and then the separator. So this is the way to use the separators in between the message and the values. So the separator will be printed whenever you have a comma, that is whenever you have a comma between the message and the values. So that is the reason for the getting the separator between X is separator and then the value. How do you print the strings? That is, how do you supply the values to the print arguments? So in the first print statement given here, first colon, I have an argument called 0, comma, second colon, I have an argument called 1. This is the thing I am going to print, that should be enclosed within the double quotes. Then I have the format of printing, that is dot format of 47, 11. This is the data I am going to print. So 47 will be supplied to the argument 0 and 11 will be supplied to the argument 1. So your output becomes first colon 47 and second colon 11. So in the next statement, print second colon. Here I am specifying the argument 1 first, then first colon the argument 0. Then I am passing the same values with dot format of 47, 11. So here what happens is the argument 1, that is nothing but 11. 11 will be passed to the argument 1. Then 47 is nothing but argument 0, that is passed to argument 0. So now your output becomes second colon 11 and first colon 47. So whatever the order you are specifying, so it will take based upon the index position of the data, that is format of 47, 11. 47 will takes the index position 0 and 11 will takes the index position 1. This here we are going to see a print statement which uses the values with the help of the names. So in the previous print statement we saw with the help of the argument numbers. Here I am going to assign the values to the variables. So here I have 1 colon, I have a value called F, and 2 colon, I have a name called S. So dot format of F equal to 47 and S equal to 11. So automatically F value will be passed to the 1 and S value will be passed to the second one, that is S. So your output becomes 1 colon 47 and 2 colon 11. The next printf statement, I have just changed the argument order, that is format of S equal to 11 and F equal to 47. So again the S value will be passed to the corresponding S, that is the second argument, and F value will be passed to the first argument, that is F. So your output becomes the same, that is 1 equal to 47 and 2 equal to 11. The next one we are going to see about the integer formatting. So how do you print the integer values, that is the number, whole numbers, using the formatted printf statement? So here in this example, print value equal colon, within curly brackets you mention 0 colon some number, then D. The D specifies that you are going to display an integer. Then the 5, 0 colon 5 specifies the number of positions you are going to allot for the integer that you are going to print. So here I am going to print the value 40, that is 40. So the total locations allocated for printing, the total area allotted for printing 40 is 5, that is 0 to 4. So 5 locations are allotted. So 1, 2, 3 positions will be vacant, and then the next 2 digits 40 will get printed on the right side. So your output becomes the 3 blank spaces followed by 2-digit number 40. So the next one, how do you do the floating point numbers formatting? So here you need to specify the 2 numbers, that is the total space allotted for the number to be printed, and then how many decimal places you are going to print. So here in this print statement, value equal to 0:6.2 f. F indicates that you are going to print a real number, that is a floating point number. Then 6 indicates the total number of spaces allocated for printing. The 2 indicates how many decimal points you are going to print after the decimal point. So the value I am going to supply for printing is 47.523. So the total space allotted for printing is 6. So 47.523. So it will take 6 locations, but the number of digits after the decimal point that we are going to print is only 2. So only 0.52 gets printed, then dot will take 1 position, then 47 will take 2 more positions. So the first position will be a vacant one, then next 2 places will take for 47, then third place is decimal point, then 52 will take 2 more positions. So first one is vacant, then you will have 5 spaces, so totally 6 places it will take. So that's all about the formatted printf statement. The next things, that is the exception handling, we will see in the next lecture.